Without further ado, man, this your boy Tez. This is Hot Dimes TV. We bringing that fire, and we keeping it 100. You feel me? Hold on, let me grab my jacket for the one time. You feel me? Hold on, folks. Computer messing up all day today. Probably got to tweak it another time. Okay, yeah, I can do that. I like how I come up. I wish it stayed on there, but I got to just pay attention. But yeah, we'll tweak it after this or whatever. Because first of all, I've been trying to go live since 11:30. Appreciate that like, Valley. How you doing, my boy? I've been trying to go live since 11:30 Central Time. It is 1:20. 2 hours of the computer tweaking. I had like 4 updates. I had to restart my computer 2 times. I did all of that. Then it still didn't work. I did a test stream. Make sure y'all can hear me good too, because I know I'm kind of loud. Am I too loud? Am I not loud enough? Let me know. I did a test stream. That test stream worked. Then when I hit live, it still was working on the screen where I was playing the music at. But then when I try to switch it to this screen that y'all seeing, it didn't work. And then all of this that y'all see right here, you said it sound good. Bet, got to update regularly. Bro, I do. Bro, I just streamed like 3-4 days ago, and I updated my computer probably like 3-4 days ago. I ain't gonna lie, maybe 2-3 days, but bro, that just pissed me off, bro. And then all of this that y'all see right here on my other thing, this not even set up how I had it. Like I already had like a Hot Dimes TV set up, like how I got this set up, but then that disappeared. Like it was just showing my camera, so I had to do all of this over. So basically, I had to do everything from scratch for the last 2 hours. G, pissing me off, bro. I'm talking about pissing me off. But we good now. We live. We 5 minutes into it. We gonna just jump right into it. Should I start off with the NBA or the NFL? Because the NBA was more recent, but I got to recap it last week. So let me go ahead, recap it last week first, and then we gonna bring it back. Trinisha said, "Shut up." You know what, Trinisha? You know what, Trinisha? You don't make me get my Milwaukee. Hey, stop playing with me on the G-Folk. I ain't finna shut up. I ain't never finna shut up on the G-Folk. Stop playing with me. Big 414. Big MKE. Stop playing with me, Trinisha, on the G-Folk. That was for her, y'all. She gonna like that. We gonna say that, and we gonna put that on IG or TikTok or my Facebook for the Milwaukee people. But for the other people that's in here, appreciate that like, babe. We gonna jump right into some sports now. Stop playing with me. And she said, no, she didn't, me. Why you capping, G? This nigga Meek be lying, dog. Bro, you a liar, bro. Hey, Meek, you a liar, G. Stop throwing me off script, bro. You making me mess up, G. You making me mess up, bro. We gonna start off with the NFL, bro. First of all, oh my goodness, bro. The Packers lost 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks. They haven't done that under the new coach in the last 3 years. And Meek, you a bot, bro. I do not like Meek. I do not like you, G. They lost 2 weeks in a row, bro. To 2 New York teams, too. We got embarrassed in London, and then we come back at home and we get embarrassed again. Like, bro, come on. What are y'all doing? I did not expect them to lose that game, bro. I really didn't. They had won 15 in a row at home. Well, not counting the playoffs. Like, if you're just doing a regular season. So they basically ain't lose at home in like 2 years in the regular season. What else? They never lost back-to-back games under Matt LaFleur. Who was that? Oh, that's Meek again. They ain't lose back-to-back games. Bro, I gotta yell. My bad. Kiana, what you mean why I'm yelling? You know why I'm yelling. Because I'm upset. Let me calm down a little bit. Let me, woosah. What they be doing? Okay, I'm gonna stop yelling. G. I'm gonna stop yelling. Hold on. Let me get my Martin Lawrence Bad Boys. Woosah. Okay, hold on. Okay, we might be good. Let me calm down a little bit. They lost 2 weeks in a row. They haven't done that. Y'all like that? Now I'm gonna get my therapy voice on. They haven't lost 2 weeks in a row since the new coach. They haven't done that under Matt LaFleur. And then on top of that, they lose at home. Like, what are y'all doing to the Jets? Now, I said the week before that game was actually going to be good. I knew that the game wasn't going to be, like most people expected, a blowout or, Lambeau after they lost in London. I'm like, no, it's going to be a close game, but I thought we was going to win. The fact that they lost that game really made me mad. But, they still 3-3 right now. The Packers 3-3. People panicking a little bit. I had wrote something down. First of all, we gonna talk about some other stuff too, but I'm just talking about my Packers first to get it out the way, cause I gotta spend time on them just a little bit. First of all, Packer fans and people around the NFL, but especially Packer fans, can y'all please calm down, bro? Y'all really spoiled. Y'all really be making me mad. Let me tell you why. First of all, y'all keep saying y'all want Jordan Love to come in the game. So you telling me right now that y'all really ready for A-Rod just to retire? After he just came off of 2 MVPs back to back. Like, come, bro, stop doing that, y'all. Please stop doing that. I'm not saying he playing the best, but he not playing the worst either. You got to give it some time with these new receivers still, bro. But he is tweaking though. Some of the stuff he is tweaking, but it's not all on him. I broke it down. So the first thing I said he's playing good. He playing decent. He not playing great like the MVP Aaron back to back, but he playing good enough. He missing some throws that normally I'm not used to him missing. But then he also made some good throws too. Like if you remember that first play of the entire season, that was a dime. The receiver dropped it. 2 weeks ago in overtime, he threw that dime. We thought to end the game or to go into overtime, the receiver dropped it. He threw a touchdown pass. I think that was to Robert Tonyan. I don't know if that was last week or versus London. I mean, not versus London. When they were in London, that was a dime he threw. But then it's also some throws where I'll be like, bro, you good, G? I think it's his haircut too. I don't know with this little side piece, that little side stuff that Rodgers got going on. He need to cut that off. Whoever cut that man hair need to get fired. I don't know where he went. I'm not finna start naming stuff, but that looked like a cut. There, let me chill. I was finna say something, but that might be a little bit. People might get offended. Folks look like he got cut at like Supercuts or something. G, you supposed to be a superstar. Why you getting cut at Supercut? Like, come on, Aaron G. So that's the first problem. Then the defense. Hold on, let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. Nobody. All right, bet. First, and then after that, I will go with the defense. On paper, the defense got everything that you want. It got the look. It got everything. You said, hey, that new episode of House of Dragons. Yes, sir. That was fire. Go look at the pod that we did with my boy Ant and Meat. We did that 2 days ago. That episode was fire too, by the way. It's about to go crazy. But the defense on paper, bro, it looked good. The players look good, everything. But sometimes I feel like they're a little bit inconsistent still. Like they have a lot of great moments and then it's a lot of low moments. Like, bro, what are y'all doing? So I don't understand that. But my main problem that I got with Green Bay is the defensive coordinator. Like, I feel like they got great players. I feel like they got everything that you need to have a great defense. And technically, if we being technical, I think I saw the stats where Green Bay was 5th in the NFL, like far as like ranking, like defense, they was 5th, and then in passing yard they was 2nd, and then in rushing they was 21st. So technically they top 5 defense, which that was my first hot take of the year. I said I know they're gonna have a top 10 defense, but I think they're gonna have a top 5. But I want them to play a little bit more aggressive, bro. I want them to man up. Stop playing all of this zone. Like, man up. We got Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in the league. We got Rashawn Gary, who I still think on pace. Did he have a sack last week? I want to say he did. But if he didn't, he still had a sack every game before last game. I think he had one last game too. So that means every single game he got at least one sack. Kenny Clark, we got the defensive lineman in the middle. They got the pieces, bro. I just want them to play aggressive a little bit more. And I want Jair Alexander, whoever team Green Bay playing, let that man follow their best receiver. Stop putting him on other people. That's a waste of time. Put Jair Alexander on their best player. Justin Jefferson, Devontae, Stephon Diggs, because they play the Bills in 2 weeks. Like, bro, stop having him play other people and putting him in a zone. Put him on the best people, G. That's second. I got 2 more points, then we going to move on. My third point, hold on, what you say, Cash? Give me a second, because hold on. You said, I keep missing y'all pods. I be needing to talk about it. I know, bro. You tweaking, Cash G. You tweaking, my boy. Okay, my third point was the wide receivers, bro. They're not winning their one-on-one battles. They not winning their one-on-one battles, bro. They just not. Like, it's plenty times where I'm looking, Aaron got time in the pocket, or he don't, but we're going to talk about that. That's my last point. It's just too many times where teams that are playing Green Bay, they're basically daring them to beat them one on one because they're not doing it. Lazard playing pretty good. He playing, decent straight. But Sammy Watkins hurt. Randall Cobb just went out. The other rookie, Christian Watson, he been hurt. We already receivers was a struggle. Green Bay need to go get somebody. They need to sign a vet. They need to make a trade. Like, come, bro, they need Odell like never before. They need Odell to save them boys. We really need him because the receivers not winning their one-on-one battles. They just not. And then my last point, and we gonna be done with Green Bay. The offensive line. Hello, where are you, G? Offensive line, where you at? My man Aaron out there getting beat up. Where y'all at? Offensive line playing. That's not a thing in Green Bay. They usually on top of that with their linemen. I know Bakhtiari still trying to work his way back. They got Elton Jenkins playing a position he normally don't, but the offensive line playing horrible. That's it. We done with Green Bay. My predictions on Friday. Speaking of predictions, I went 3 for 1 this week. I'm still trying to go 4 for 4, even though I'm going to talk about this on Friday, but still, we're going to throw that out there. I went 3-1. I'm overall on the season for my predictions, I want to say 11-3. I'm 11-3, and I'm 4-2 with Green Bay. And I'm trying to get a prediction where I get the score exactly right as the same as the game, like the game that I predict. So I had the Eagles winning 28-17. If they would have got that 2-point conversion, that would have been on the money. I had the Chargers winning, they won. I had Green Bay winning, they lost. And I had, what was the other team? I had the Bills beating the Chiefs, and they won. I thought that game was going to be higher scoring, but it actually wasn't, which kind of surprised me. I thought that was going to be a higher scoring game, but it wasn't. And then another thing I want to talk about, Thursday Night Football is hideous. I don't even know another word to use. It's disrespectful. Can y'all please stop showing us games that we don't care about? Can y'all please stop doing that, bro? Please stop showing us games that we don't care about, G. We don't care about the Washington Commanders versus the Chicago Bears. Don't nobody want to see that, G. Hey, trust me, you doing us a favor. Don't nobody want to see that. Stop playing Thursday night games. Like, they need to rename Thursday Night Football to, I don't even know, like, because that's just not getting it. I'm trying to think of what they should name Thursday Night Football, because these games are horrible. Take them off TV. We don't want to see it, G. We don't want to see it. The Bills. Let's talk about the Bills. That's my Super Bowl pick. That's my overall. Of course, I want my team to win it, Green Bay. But if I had to pick a team, I got the Bills going to the bowl, getting over that hump and beating Kansas City like they did this past week, even though it just seemed like when the playoffs start, they can't beat them boys. I don't know what it is. They can't beat them boys. When the regular season, they got them. But in the playoffs, it ain't lucky Mahomes threw that pick, because it was looking like he was about to march down the field again, but I think they needed a touchdown. But then he threw that pick. But the Bills, they doing what they got to do. They lost one game, I believe it was to Miami. Unlike it was late. It was a good game. The Bills doing what they got to do. Shout out to Buffalo. They do what they got to do. Then we're going to talk about the game of was it the game of the week? Or was that Sunday night? Sunday Night Football? Fly, Philly, fly. And them Dallas Cowboys. First of all, I'm going to give credit to Dallas. The Cooper Rush streak has ended, G. The Cooper Rush streak has ended. That man was 4-0 or 5 in a row that he won. And on Sunday, they just got down too early. Shout out to Philly for doing their thing. Jalen Hurts said he don't like the way 5-0 sound. So maybe he like the way 6-0 sound. They doing what they got to do, man. I will be the first to say Philly schedule is easy. And then when I looked at it the rest of the season, I'm like, bro, it's still easy. They got a really, really great, easy schedule. But you can't knock them for playing who's in front of them, and they're winning still. Because if they're 0-6 instead of 6-0 right now, everybody be giving them a hard time. So, Philly fans, NFL fans, everybody, first of all, get them a little respect because the fact that they are winning, but just reel it in a little bit because their schedule is easy. So it's in between. But they look the part. And to me, That was my sleeper team. So it's not really surprising to me that they 6-0 because I picked them as a sleeper team besides Tampa and Green Bay. That was my sleeper team, and they looking like they finna take away and run with this thing in the NFC. I really don't see, when I looked at their schedule, I just don't see how they can't be the number one seed. I don't think that nobody gonna catch them, bro. We still got a long way to go. I'm just saying, it's looking like everything gonna go through, what's their stadium called? Lincoln Field? I don't know. That's just me. And I'm going to give a little credit to Dallas, though. You know, it's always fun to make fun of Dallas, especially with me being a Green Bay fan. I don't even hate Dallas. What's good, Bree? How you doing? Hey, 414, turn up. Hey. What up, sis? How you doing? Dallas actually played pretty. They started off slow, but then they started to get it going at the end. But for them to lose, you know, I think they was on the road. They still had the backup quarterback. But I ain't gonna let some of that slide because some of y'all Dallas fans still was talking like y'all was about to take off, like y'all was really gonna beat Philly on Sunday. No, calm down. But they doing what they gotta do, man. Under Cooper Rush and Mike McCarthy, even though, don't get me started with Mike McCarthy and Green Bay. I'm gonna give him his flowers too because they getting it done and they defense legit. And Micah Parsons, that boy is a generational talent. He's a generational talent. Parsons is really that dude. Ain't no doubt about it. Parsons is him. I ain't gonna lie. There's not too many people that's messing with him. So shout out to Dallas. They doing their thing. I think they sit at, what's their record? Dallas 4-2, maybe? Somewhere around there. Let me check right quick. I want to check. I don't want to just be saying stuff and it ain't right. Let me check. Let me see Dallas record right quick. The Dallas Cowboys are 4-2. In the NFC East is the best division in football right now. You got Eagles 6-0. You got the Giants 5-1. You got Dallas 4-2. That's crazy. We talking about the NFC East here. That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. But shout out to them. I think we done with football. Let's see who play next week. We got a couple. I looked at the schedule. I ain't really see too many games. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Hold on, let me backtrack a little bit. And then, first of all, too, for anybody that's panicking, that's Packer fans or certain, other fans anyways, look at the league right now. Even though how mad I was that Green Bay lost Sunday, look at all the teams that lost Sunday that technically were supposed to win or that was the favorite to win. You got Tampa. They lost to the Steelers. And Kenny Pickett got hurt. They lost to Mitch Trubisky. That was 1-4. We talking about Tampa here. We talking about Brady. We talking about that defense. They lost on Sunday to Trubisky. And then you got the Ravens. They lost to the Giants. And it's not even, the Giants and the Jets are looking apart. So it's no disrespect to them. The problem is the Ravens keep doing this week after week where they keep blowing double-digit leads. Appreciate that like too, Bria. They keep blowing multiple leads, bro. Like, what are y'all doing? This was another game that was up 2 touchdowns, I believe, late in the third quarter, and they just keep blowing it. They lost on Sunday. The Niners lost to the Falcons, and then Green Bay lost to the Jets. So it's like when you look around the league, some of the teams you thought might have been better or would have had a better record at this moment, they don't. So it's no panic. Like, I'm not panicking. I'm mad. I'm frustrated, but it's no panic. And it's just as an NFL fan in general, it's good to see some of these other teams, work their way back in there. The Jets always get laughed at because they never been relevant for a while. So you got that going on. You got the Giants. They back doing what they got to do. You got Philly doing what they doing. That ain't like a surprise. I'm just saying the league is in good hands because some of the teams that you're used to always winning or dominating, they losing. So when you look around everybody around the entire NFL, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. And last week was a great example. So I don't know what's going on. Man. You never know. The Bears might beat Green Bay. That's how crazy it is right now. I just lied. That ain't happening. But you feel me anyways. You get the point. You understand what I'm saying. Next week, I think the game of the week, you got the Chiefs versus the Niners. Chiefs and the Niners, that's going to be a good game. That's that Super Bowl rematch from 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago now. When they were up 10 points, they blew it, and then the Chiefs came back and won. And I think that game is in San Francisco too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check right quick. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, that game is in San Fran. So that's the game of the week. You got the Steelers and the Dolphins for Sunday Night Football. I don't know about that game, especially with Tua being out. The games next week weird. You got Jets and the Broncos. Packers play the Commanders. Now they lose that game, y'all. I might not do an episode next week. If the Packers, hold on, let me get off this screen right quick. If the Packers lose to the Washington Commanders, bro, if the Packers lose to the Washington Commanders, I'm going bald. No, but real talk, they better not lose to the Commanders. That's going to piss me off, bro. They better not lose to them. So those are the games next week. I'm going to do my predictions on Friday. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go 4 for 4. I went 2 for 2 the first week. I went 3 for 1 last week. I'm trying to go 4 for 4 like Wendy's. You feel me? 4 for 4. Now we finna switch over to the NBA. Yes, sir. You see, the NBA, my boys play on Thursday. My boys play on Thursday on that quest to get that championship back because they lucky last year. No excuses. This no excuses. I'm just saying. I just really feel like, just real talk, if Middleton didn't get hurt, the Bucks would have went back to back. They took Boston to 7 games without Middleton. I really feel like they was going to beat the Heat. Boston was the test. And I think Middleton was coming back for that Heat series. So I feel like they get past them. And I really, 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 really wanted the Bucks to play Golden State because they still looked at as, you know, like the big dogs, the top dogs of the NBA, because they really didn't fall off like some people were saying they did. They just had injuries. They had that one injury year, which helped them out because they came back better because they got all that talent, bro. Golden State loaded from top to bottom. They got the vets and they still got the young pieces and talent. That's hard to do. That's the best case scenario. When you got the top, you got your veterans that's still good at the back end of their prime. They still gonna ball and do that. Then you got Jordan Poole, you got Jonathan Kuminga, you got Wiseman, you got all these people, bro, and you still got Steph, Clay, and Dre, Wiggins, bro. Golden State loaded. So I really feel like that would have been good as the underdogs. As Milwaukee being a small market, sometimes still get disrespected because of that. Knocking off Golden State, that's gonna make niggas shh. You don't want to hear it. You gotta be quiet. You gotta be quiet. So this year, I really feel like that's what they gonna do. So these my way too early predictions because you got to get that when the season start, and then around All-Star break, you get your other predictions. Who you think gonna be in the Eastern Conference Final, in the Western Conference Final, and then the finals. Once you see, basically that's when the NBA is up. You see what the team is. You see how the players are. You basically got what you gonna get. If that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but that's what I said. And then you get the predictions going into the playoffs. Once you see the team, if somebody got hurt or stuff like that. So you get them 3 predictions before the season, All-Star break, and then I would say before the playoffs. So these are my way too early predictions. So for the East side of things, I got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics for the Eastern Conference Finals. And then in the West, I got Golden State. This is where it get tricky at because it's so much. I want to say the Nuggets because Jokic really like that and he get disrespected a lot. And then if Jamal Murray can come back playing like he did in that bubble with Michael Porter Jr., I want to say them because that's the only reason why they ain't been advancing far because they got a great young team too built around Jokic. But it's health concerns. And then grudgingly, but I'm a real person. Even though I'm a Laker fan, and they still run LA. I don't care about the Clippers because they still ain't got no titles, and they still ain't getting one. But no, I got I want to say the Clippers versus Golden State maybe too, but then a lot depend on health. Once again, with Kawhi Leonard and John Wall coming back, you don't know. So I want to say one of them 2 teams versus Golden State. If I had to pick, I would say, as of right now, I would go with Denver. Appreciate that like, King. The first stream had messed up. I had to restart. Technology is just tripping today, but appreciate that like, my boy. So yeah, I got Golden State versus Denver for the Western Conference Final, and I got Bucks versus Boston for the Eastern Conference Finals. Those are my two picks on each side. They might, match up earlier, so then, that's out the window. But those are my two picks, my four teams on both sides, my two picks. And then I got Golden State going versus the Bucks, which I feel like everybody wanted to see last year, which we should have got. Then I got the Bucks getting over that hump. But then for like a sleeper team or like a, like that third, what I'm saying, you get your the top two, just like NFL, you get your two picks each side. Then you get the sleeper team. So technically, it's not a sleeper team because we know what KD and Kyrie can do. But Ben Simmons, that's a big question mark. If Kyrie ain't doing whatever he be doing, whatever be going on in Uncle Drew head, if he actually play how we know he can play, one of the best skilled guards to ever play the game, one of the best skilled players in general, and then KD, one of the best skilled players and shooters and all of that stuff too. If Ben Simmons, he don't even got to do much, to be honest. That's why it ain't fair. All he really got to do is play defense and playmate. You ain't got to take no shots really in playing with the Nets. Now, you can't be passing up layups and stuff like that, easy dunks. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is he playing with two legit bona fide scorers that we know they gon', when they get the basketball, what's on their mind. All he got to do is play defense, bro, and playmate, which I think he can do, but we just gonna see it. So that'd be like my little sleeper team for the East. And then for the West, for the West, I'm going with the Pelicans. Even though I gotta take back something, I already got something wrong. Y'all don't know. I think I had them not even making it or close to. No, I messed up on that with the Pelicans because that's my sleeper team. If Zion, he stay healthy. Like I said, a lot with the West depends on health. In general, a lot of stuff gonna depend on people can stay healthy. But when we talk about these specific players, like Kawhi, AD, Zion, because they've been, injury prone. So if Zion stay healthy with Brandon Ingram and McCollum, that's my sleeper team for the West. Then we gonna get into last night because the NBA back, like I said, Boston and Philly, that was a great game. It was getting chippy. It felt like, those gonna be two teams that we see down the road. They was balling, bro. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they picked up right where they left off at. I think they both had 35 apiece. That's 70 with just them two. And then the Brogdon picked up. The Brogdon pickup. Bro, as a Bucks fan, I'm happy. I'm not happy, but we really lucky Gallinari got hurt too. And then all that stuff going on with the coaching. That's the problem with Boston. All that stuff that happened with the coach, and then them losing Gallinari, Brogdon, people don't understand how good of a pickup Brogdon was. Boston had the best offseason. They picked up Brogdon. They picked up Gallinari even though he got hurt. And they kept everybody else they had, bro. That was scary. You see what Brogdon did last night. He another playmaker, even though Marcus Smart had his career high in assists last year. He's still not a better point guard than Brogdon. People don't know. When he first went to Indiana, Brogdon was leading the league in assists for a minute before he got hurt. And I want to say he finished top 5 in assists that year. And he put up like 16, like 7 assists, 5 boards. And that next year he scored like 20. Like Brogdon he get to a bucket. He was the rookie of the year, with my Bucks. Brogdon really liked it. I like Brogdon a lot. He another person that can play mate. He gonna run guard for them and he can score. So when Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum having an off night or they out the game, you saw what he did last night. He was facilitating and he was getting to a bucket. So that was a good pickup. And then the scary part for Philly, Harden actually played good last night. He had like 35, 8, and 7. Tobias hoop, Maxey hoop, Joel hoop, and they still lost. All 4 of them hoop. And that game basically was going back and forth until like late in the third or the fourth. And Boston was in control that whole time. So Boston looking apart. Then we got to talk about my Lakers, bruh, and the Warriors. Shout out to the Warriors, man. I ain't going to touch too much on them. I already gave them they praise in the beginning. I ain't going to talk about the Draymond in the pool stuff like that right now. I ain't even going to bring none of that up because we know what Golden State is. I think they're going to be all right. They're going to be fine. Bro, the Lakers, bruh, they need more shooting, bro. They ain't do nothing to improve. Like, this is real talk. This not me making excuses. This not me with me being an LA fan, it's not confident, bro. I'm not confident with the Lakers. They don't look like they not gonna do nothing, bro. That's why I don't even be talking about them with nobody I know. I just talk about my Bucks because that was my two NBA teams, and I like players, but the Lakers just not. They too top heavy. What I mean by that, it's just really Bron, AD, and still Russ. Even though Russ did play good, I'm not blaming people like Russ do. He deserve some of the blame like that people give him, but I don't think it's entirely as much as the blame he get. Like last night, he had a good game, bro. It's just that I don't feel like it worked with him and Bryant together because they both too ball dominant, and Westbrook not a shooter. They need spacing, bro. He need when Bron was playing with the Heat and them, the Ray Allens, the Mike Millers, the Jones, all of them. He needs shooters, especially playing with AD, because the best outlook I saw Stephen A. say this, which I agree 100%. He not wrong on this. Is the Lakers making the playoffs and winning a round? That's it, bro. They not the way they presently constructed. They not doing nothing, bro. Not look how the NBA is right now. There's too many teams that got so much depth. I named Golden State. You got the Clippers, all that depth. You have the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies, look what they was doing without Ja Morant last year. They still was winning. So it's like AD and Bron for the Lakers have to play great all the time, every game. We know the health concerns with AD. Bron getting older. The team just not. They do have to trade Russ, bro, in order to get like Buddy Hield and that Miles Turner. They need to do that trade so Miles can play the 5, AD can play the 4 like he wants to, even though he is good at the 5 because of his spacing, he can shoot and his dribbling, but then he don't like playing the 5 because he get banged up too much, which we already know, like I said, his injury problems. And then get another shooter. They bench is not good. They too young. I like Lonnie Walker. He cool. I like the edge that Beverly bring. They just not. That's not gonna get the job done. And they not shooters, bro. They need shooting. Since AD and Bron been on the Lakers, they haven't done that. For 3 straight years, we watching them just, what are y'all doing, bro? It's common sense. Go get shooters, G. It's not that hard, bro. It's really, I don't understand what they doing. So, they play the Clippers tomorrow, too. I'm ending it with this. We got the Clippers tomorrow and the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if the Clippers was undefeated. I don't care if there was 81-0 and the Lakers was 0-81. You know how that rivalry go, especially because they got better these recent years. So I'm going to be locked into that. That's going to be interesting. I don't expect, even though Lakers didn't play too bad last night, Golden State was missing a lot of shots that they could have made too. So I don't expect the Lakers to win tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie. I got them losing tomorrow, to be honest. But of course, I want them to bash the Clippers' head in. I want them to bash their head in because it's the Clippers still. And then you got my boys, my other boys, the Bucks, on their quest to get that trophy back. They open tonight. I think they play Philly, right? Hold on. I think the Bucks play Philly. Let me make sure, though. Hold on. Let me make sure. Who the Bucks play tomorrow? Let me see. I want to say it's Philly. Yeah, they play Philly and it's in Philly. So that's going to be good. You got the Giannis and the Embiid matchup. That always go crazy. That's always a good battle. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Yeah, so you got the Bucks versus Philly tomorrow. I got the Bucks winning that, even though it's in Philly. Sam, what it do, my boy? Appreciate that like. Appreciate you for all the support. I be seeing you, you know what I'm saying, like, share, come through and stuff, commenting. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody for, you know what I'm saying, just a quick shout out to everybody who been rocking and support. Even if you don't care what I'm talking about or, you know, stuff like that, the fact that you even just hit the like button simply, hey, I appreciate you, my boy. Appreciate all of y'all, too. So, yeah, we got the speaking. You came right on time. I'm talking about our Bucks. You know what I'm saying? The season starts tomorrow. The Bucks, they going to go ahead. They going to get Philly out of there. They going to go ahead and beat Philly. All love. Yes, sir, my boy. Yes, sir. The Bucks going to win tomorrow, G. I don't care if it's in Philly. I don't care if Chris Middleton not playing. Because Giannis the best player in the NBA. No debate. It ain't even no debate no more. I don't care. The NBA, everybody know who the best player is. It's Giannis. Stop playing with him. Stop playing with Giannis, bro. But no, for real talk, I'm excited to see him, man. Even if you don't agree, it can be arguable, but I think he's the best player in the world. You gonna have Middleton. I know he gonna be out for like the first, I think like the first month, because he got the off the wrist surgery. So I like that they re-signed. They kept Bobby. I call him Crazy Eyes. They kept Bobby Portis. They signed Joe Ingles. I think that's a low key good pickup because he can facilitate and he can shoot still, and he a vet. He kind of savvy. He it's like one of those pickups where it's not like game changing or like not as popular, but it's like perfect for the Bucks. But I think they need to do one more pickup. Like I keep seeing them say they want to go after Jordan Clarkson. If they go after Clarkson, they need another playmaker to give like Giannis a break and Drew Holiday. Sometimes I like when Holiday play off ball. I think we're gonna see a lot of lineups where you got Joe, Drew, Middleton, and Giannis in there at the same time, so he can play off ball a little bit more. If they go get like another playmaker, like Jordan Clarkson, who still can score, that's the perfect pickup. But we'll see if they do that, man. We're gonna see how it work out. We're gonna see, man. But I really like that they re-signed Bobby and that they picked up Joe Ingles. So we're gonna see, man. I'm excited for the Bucks. It was disappointing how the last season ended because I thought they was gonna go back to back. Of course, Middleton got hurt. Shout out to Boston, though. They still did their thing because the Bucks still should have won because I think they was up 3-2 in Milwaukee Game 6. That's where they messed up. When they lost that game, I said, yeah, they probably going to lose. But shout out to Boston, man. Shout out to the Golden State 2 on ring night, getting their championship, man. The NBA back. We got football going on at the same time. I feel like this NBA season going to be amazing. Hey, what more can you ask for? NBA, NFL. I think that's going to conclude it, man. I had a lot of technical difficulties today, man. I'm 40 minutes in. I was supposed to go live a while ago, but you know how technology be. It just don't be cooperating like when you need it to, man. But, hey, this has been a great episode. Episode 5. I'm going to see y'all again on Friday for my NFL predictions for next week. This your boy, Tez. This is Hot Dimes TV. When we bring in that fire and we keep it 100, man. I'll see y'all Friday. Y'all have a good one.